I get the feeling that since the news that I was premiering here spread out, all of a sudden many people knew I existed, and as a consequence of that, they became interested in the film. Also, most importantly, because of Next Steps workshop, in which we can start developing our first feature film. So this is no doubt the best place to premiere my work. The truth is that I'd wanted to do something with my family for a long time, and to do it at my father's workplace, because I had always thought it was a very cinematographic place. But I could never find a perfect story. However, not only years later, when my father tells me he must close the family business due to the Spanish financial crisis, did I realize that it was the moment to make a portrait of him. And part of the film is that, a portrait of him through that moment of his life. The title is a little bit ambiguous, and I like it that way. On the one hand, I think it is a reference to my own family, because after my father closes, the younger generation is left with nothing. However, at the same time, I wanted to focus on my father's generation, people who have been left aside because of the financial crisis. I guess we could also say that this is about young people, but to a certain extent, they seem better equipped to adapt to this new situation. But for the people of my parents' age, who have been working all their lives and believed they were approaching retirement, it's hard to realize that they need to start all over again. The truth is that I had my doubts at first, mainly because he is not an actor and he had never been in front of a camera. But when push comes to a shove, everything was very smooth once we started shooting. Both my father and my grandmother, who is also in the film, were very generous. They went with the flow, and I think they even enjoyed it. Because when I was a student, my father had been following my work and the stuff I'd been doing, but he had no clue what the shooting was, and now he was actively involved in a film. I really think he loved it.
Y creo que eso le resultó muy atractivo. Y luego, por otro lado,
also, in a way, the truth is I didn't try to limit him too much. When I wrote the script, I put real events, anecdotes on paper and reenact them with him. There are also some things that occurred spontaneously during the shooting. What I mean is that I chose the most interesting traits of his personality, or at least the ones I knew. So I didn't limit him too much. That's just part of my dad's personality. He has such a particular sense of humor, so the story breeds that. But it's also true that, to me, it was very important to create a character who could keep his head up, his dignity, when facing professional and economic instability. So he had to laugh about the situation. He had to be sort of above everyone else and not get eaten by them. That's why it's a mix of drama and humor.